back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. How are we all doing today? I hope all is well with you. Yes, we're back again on a new video reaction. There's a poll that US made, which I would like to go through with you this morning. You know, a few weeks ago, there was a post she made, of course, where she talked about people from Jigawa State. What they said and the video, you know, went viral. We are here again. There's another people from the north that have something to say. One thing I love about the whole thing going on is that it goes to show that there's chance. There's a chance, a very good chance to, as Nigerian government are integrating bandits and terrorists, there's a chance also to integrate youth, some youth, many of them from the north, to normal way of life, like normal civilized society. Because for them to acknowledge what the structure of Nigeria, the genesis, the beginning, and what has happened, and the problem that Biafrans and Igbo people are facing in Nigeria, they know for you to have a forum, where your youth from the north are gathered together, talking about the incident that happened in the past, what Biafrans have been through, the injustice, and understanding that human being fall before your religion and your ethnicity. We are all human first. I am not different from you. We are all human. Meaning that you need to, no matter where you come from, no matter the angle you see yourself, understand that you are a human being before anything. And I love to see more of this kind of video. The reason is because Nigeria, as it is today, you cannot free yourself or see yourself as human being, others are not. No. So if we can start building that kind of mentality in the minds of northern youth, is a very good move. And I love the fact that many of them are now speaking up. We are going to go through this video, but before then, I would like to share the write-up or the post, the tweet that accompanied that video, and that tweet is from COS. Listen, because what people don't understand that even the Master American is a peacemaker. PM it's just that PM is a peacemaker. That's why he won that peace award. It's not church. You get why? The reason why some people are busy trying to blackmail and cooking up stories to make them look bad is because they can't stand the truth. They can't stand the achievement. They felt threatened because to them it should have been them, and that is a very big problem to them, not for you. Now listen, let's go through this post. All right, this post is from COS Sando. Okay, that's aka Twitter. She said, press statement, Sunday 21st, 2025. As you can see here, Katsina State Indigenes affirms the expiration of Nigerian legally in 2014 following the forceful amalgamation in 1914 and agreement that all Nigerian indigenes can go their own way after 100 years if the union does not work. She said, watch 3 videos. We're gonna go there, okay? But before we watch this 3 video, please do me a favor, hit like button and share this very video to many group of your choice. All right, we are not here to make you feel bad. I'm talking about those of you that are yet to see through the what we are saying. It's not about, like I said, it's not about making someone to look nice or packaging evil for you to buy it. No. Starting from Asamodokano down to PM, down to COS, from Asamodokano down to CS. These 3 people, these 3 leaders have done something that is difficult for you to have one of them, in one nation. Like, let's say, I don't want to go far. I'm not mocking any tribe or any nation, please. I just want to say this just for educational purpose in Yoruba land. Yes, Yoruba land, or Southwest. It is difficult for them to produce one of these kind of people. To see somebody like Dr. Ngozi Arabeze is difficult. To see someone like Simon Ekpa in Yoruba land is difficult. To see someone like Masamune Kanu in Yoruba land is difficult. That's why when you say that we are blessed people, it's not making you from other tribe to feel bad, but that's what it is. And most of these blessings that come from our place is not meant for us alone. It's meant for the entire black race. And seeing some youth from the north, understanding this thing, because for them to come up, to gather themselves like this and sharing the experience and giving themselves teachings, or giving all of us teachings, educating us in many things, or reminding us some of us that I already know, is something very, very, very nice to see, very, very beautiful to watch. You don't need to bring hatred on that. It is what it is. Everybody, whether you like it, whether you are a fake TV, what is it? Just mention your Bini, Edo people, even Yorubas, even Fulani, they need help. Everybody need help, because only few individuals gather themselves in the name of quote unquote politicians are the one making sure that things go the way they want, the way is going to favor their children, and their lineage. They have actually acquired enough for them for their own lifetime. They have acquired for their own children. What they're doing now for their generation, for their descendants. Not long, it's not about our family, myself. No, they have gone beyond that through looting your natural resources, looting everything that's supposed to make you who you are. They are building empire for people that are not yet born, that's going to come from their race. What a wicked word. So if you want to crucify American, it's up to you. But remember, if after doing that, you are actually hurting yourself. Because the best way to liberate yourself, it must not be from your nation, or from your people. Your savior must not come from your father's house. It may come from different place. It may be somebody that you think that is not going to help you, may be of help. And I'll leave it there. As we continue here, she said the union has failed. Talking about Nigeria as a country, they confirm the continuous spying, abduction, and kidnap of indigenous Katsina citizens in broad daylight this week. We saw that, we had the news, even though the mainstream media don't do that, because many of you don't understand what is going on though. When the government begin to silence media to the extent that they can't even report any crime that has to do with government, or where government have failed to do their job protecting their citizens, once media or mainstream media or journalists begin to fear for their life just because they want to report, or they tend to report something that they perceive as government sensitive topic and all that, you yourself as a citizen or an ordinary person doing your business, petty business, you are just a potential victim of any circumstance. And the best way to avoid this is to begin to support those that can do that which you cannot do for yourself. Just pray for wisdom. All right? Fully supports the independence of United that fully support the independent state of United States of Biafra, the independence of the United States of Biafra under Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, and called on Nigerian state led by Tinubu to immediately remove its reintegrated terrorists wearing military and police uniform occupying Biafra land. Coming from northern youth, they know, like I said, this is the reason why you need to like the video and share it, of course, because this kind of thing, you will hear some fall back and fall deeper republic arguing about this. You know what who I'm talking about. No problem 1 year, Ngozi, no, they have no account, no somebody that is drowning. And people are like, hey, no, he's enjoying himself. But in the middle of the league, your guy. I want you to listen to every words that these people are going to say here. I know sometimes it's difficult for us to understand their, some of the pronunciation, but try your best. All right. Reason being because many of us don't understand what this. You may see it as just a mere talk. When northern youth begin to speak like this, things are no longer the same. And the good thing is that due to the terrorism and the banditry going on everywhere, in every corner of Nigeria today, it's very, very painful. Don't get it twisted. It's very, very painful, but it's actually helping the matter. It's making people who are adamant to reason begin to go to work, begin to send their brain to work, to think, to reason. Because they wake up and their brothers, their friends, their schoolmates are no longer there. They went to Farouk's house. Farouk is no longer. They went to Mohammed's house. Mohammed is no longer, is nowhere to be found. They asked after Aisha. Aisha is no longer there. What happened to them? Banditry. Bandit people. It will make them to think. And that's why I said, all these things that we have been saying, it's not that Nigeria is going to remain the same. I'm not praying that it should not remain, but because even my prayer cannot stop it. You understand? So the reason why I don't pray for this, that God forbid that Nigeria remains, I don't need to say that. Whether I say it or not, it's not going to remain. There's no way. It's a matter of time. That we are talking, people are talking, is simply because we're trying to avert the casualties that will come with it. Because the more you package it, you nurse it, you want to make it work, the more you are prolonging the evil day. And the more we talk, the more we are actually helping people, reducing the number of the casualties before it will now finally break the way it's supposed to be. Because not even, like I said, not even pastors will avert it. The only thing you are doing is prolonging the evil day. That's what it is. Naturally, it's going to, even the people that are perpetrating the crime will one day fed up, because you cannot keep on buying yourself. There's no way. Okay, if I say there's a light at the end of the tunnel, this particular tunnel, it has no light, even after the end. So it's better for you now to start working on how to lighten up everywhere, to know how how to walk through that tunnel in first place. Anyway, let's start. I want to listen. I want to hear this.
To all of you. Okay. So today is Sunday, 21st of September 2025. Which I wish to express this paper presentation about the issue of this unnecessary crisis which occurred in Katsina State, a part of Northwest State in Nigeria. The title of lecture on message of leaders of tomorrow, promoting peace and human rights in Nigeria and China.
Did you hear the title? Our leaders of tomorrow. If this kind of forum or this kind of teaching has been there, let's assume that they have started teaching their young one in 80s, in 70s. Okay, 70s may be difficult, but let's say in 80s, 90s. By now, people like all these, the one called himself, what the name of this? The one that said that he's the Northern Youth Forum or whatever you call himself. The mentality would have been different. So with what they're doing now, in next 30, 40 years, I know why I'm prolonging it this way. But if they continue, it may speed up, it may go down to next 20, 30, 15 years. Nothing as reproducing youth that will understand the impact of terrorism in the society, and they're gonna run away from it. They will also understand what it takes, the importance of understanding other people's religion and their culture, to appreciate people's culture and maintain their own. I'm not saying you should abandon your own, keep your own for yourself and your region. They will understand the whole thing, instead of thinking that somehow you can forcefully put your own culture, your mentality, your religion on people and impose it by fire by force with No. So that's the point of this kind of teaching. So without any hatred, and it will also eradicate hate among each other. What I mean by each other, the south, the north, the southern part and the northern part, Christians and Muslims and other religions, to understand that your religion is your religion, not mine. If I want to convert, allow me to do it, in my own accord, in my own time, not you forcing me. Now, watch.
And this based on some parts of the country fast forwarded. Nigeria has 36 states and the federal capital of territory. A country which is rich in diversity and culture has faced numerous challenges related to human rights and conflicts. The killing of indigenous Nigerians, particularly in Biafra land, and the attack on farmers in Zamfara State, Benue State, Katsina, and the Kaduna State, as well as Niger states.
Have you ever seen a northerner, talking about the killing going on in Biafra land? No. Reason because that killing is not happening in every corner of Nigeria. And that is what I told you, that these bandits and terrorists are, even Nigerian government, are actually helping this liberation without people noticing that. And that is a good part of it. Even the presidency of whatever they come to themselves, they also need help. They need freedom. Do you understand? They need freedom. It's a matter of time. That you are saying the only difference between Tinubu and is just money. Apart from money, can he think it's normal? At his age, he's flying from country to country for medical checkup. Just think about it. Watch.
And the persecution of Christians in Jos Plateau and the pressing concerns that require attention and action. To understand the issue here is that Biafra reasons. The historical and cultural context of the Biafra regions and its peoples, farmers and other conflicts, the complexities surrounding farmers' other conflict in various states, religious persecution, the challenges faced by the Christian and the other minority group in certain regions. Human rights or principles. Right to life. The fundamental right to life, liberty and security of person, non-discrimination, the principle of equality and non-discrimination, ensuring that all individuals are treated with dignity and respect. Freedom from violence. So how to free from violence or from that conflict? Katsina State has always faced these challenges. Violence is always and conflict. Now we are going to see how to resolve this problem which attack these states, so that the right to be free from violence is and what intimidation. To intimidate how to this or how to tackle these problems against the good citizen of Katsina State and the entire people of Northwest State, particularly Nigeria. Dialogue and understanding, encouraging open and honest dialogue between the different groups to foster understanding and empathy, complete resolution mechanism, establishing effective complete resolution mechanism and address disputes to promote peace. All right. Okay. Bandit group abducted more than 100 residents in separate attack across Katsina State on Thursday. Shaking local communities are raising questions about the effectiveness of a recently announced peaceful deal in the Northwest. In the early hours of Thursday, the gunmen of bandits stormed a market in Rimai village, Kankia local government area of Katsina State, seizing around 85 marketers during the businesses. Witness said that attackers arrived around 4 o'clock p.m., surrounded the market and forced the marketers away at the gunpoint. That was, they just carried the businessmen direct to the forest and fire them. The captives were reportedly taken into the dense forest around the Rimai Aglis in Kankia local government area of Katsina State, leaving the village in fear and shock. Villagers describe the abduction of sudden and terrifying. However,
now let's move to another one, because like I told you, there's different clips that we're going to go through. So this one is this. It's going to be a continuation.
Stop killing Muslim and Christian in Katsina, Kano, Kaduna, Zamfara, Jigawa, Sokoto, Plateau. Stop colonization and engineers of Biafrans allow indigenous to control their minerals and natural resources. Okay? This presentation was ended by, at the end I'm going to discuss about the people who are suffering from these problems. Apart from organizations, youth are able to organize organization, that was youth mobilization or youth organization, how to organize and how to mobilize your peoples in order to know themselves about this bandit who are always attack your city. Then after it has about 34 local government area, and today out of 34 local government area, about 18 local government area where no peace every time, nowhere. You are always check from bandits. They just carry people as a result of unnecessary issue to back to the forest and buyers and to backfire them.
So a lot is really going on in the north, to be honest with you. A lot is going on there, and I don't blame anybody that is fed up of this kind of life, to live in a society that enable people, allowing terrorists to go all out and buy people like that is not good at all.
They are shooting gun always with Muslim and Christian for both the states. So that I am calling the state government, I am calling the Katsina state government under the administration of Dr. Umar Dukwarada to establish another security after these securities that we have it in the state, and enhance them with good equipment to kill or to fight this bandit against this unnecessary crisis. I am calling the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or I am calling the federal government of Nigeria under the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to recognize the security and to enforce military and the police and hunters group of Nigeria in order to control this insecurity. As a result of this unnecessary crisis, we lost our family, we lost our life, we lost our properties, we lost our every what we have now. So that Katsina State remain left behind a part of northwest state of the country. So that if you took Zamfara State, Katsina becomes second in this unnecessary crisis.
This is not Christians, but I can see some ladies or girls there covering themselves like Muslims do. So this is just an opener, because many of them, they are now realizing that it's not about religion, it's about humanity. That's just the gospel.
While during the administration of Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Borno State, she was the first state that to becoming insecurity state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria out of 36 states that we have it in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So today Katsina has become the second state for this insecurity state. Now I am calling for both youth and women in order to become aware. You have to become aware about this. At the end, at the end we thank God Almighty Allah about this time, and I thank Almighty all to represent or to attend here in order to know what is happening today in the northwest part of the country. These 7 states, no issue, no any time that you have it, no education, no health sector, and as well as infrastructures. Because bandits always they occupied any places a part of these 7 political or geopolitical zones. So that long life Nigeria, long life Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, long life Duk. I am sorry to say, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, so that she remained to this. I am sorry. I am calling the Katsina State government in order to make or to enforce security about this issue. Long life you, citizen of Katsina State. Long life our entire people that are accompanied with us from Jigawa State. And others come from Katsina State, and those that come from Kano, and Kaduna State. Long life to you all. God bless you. God bless Dr. Ngozi Orabode. Thank you and God bless.
Now let's go to another one.
Negotiation with analysts describing the latest violence as evidence, continued arrests and bandits from this disunity. A source speaking to Encounter insurgency outlet Zagazola Makama explained while some bandit groups may agree to dialogue, others remain committed to indiscriminate attack in Katsina, Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, and Kaduna states. The violence continued on Sunday when attackers raided Ngonu village in Danja local government area. Villagers said gunmen fired into the air, scattered residents before abducting 15 people and whisking them away toward the gate of forest. Authority confirmed the incident. Katsina State Police Command said they have received an emergency call from the Divisional Police Officer, Latos DPO.
So this is just giving a story about how they worked, how the kidnappers and the terrorists and or bandits, whatever the name they choose to give them, how they worked and what happened last weekend, last Sunday. I think that was last Sunday. Yes, there was another attack. Okay, in the north, and before then, the attack keep on going, taking place. To be honest with you, as the terrorists or bandits, whatever they call themselves, are doing all they can to carry out their, the attack on people and making sure they create fear in their minds. Some of you may be like, why did he, said long live Aswaju Bola Meditubo, whatever his name, and long live the federal people of Nigeria and all that. What you should not expect something different from that, because you know where he is, you know what that means. Now, bring it down to our people. If you can see what that even Lamajiri you like to call them, that they can also reason in this line, like to understand what is going on and what is, and ask themselves some questions. What am I supposed to do to avoid this impending doom? They understand it and they're working towards it. If an Igbo man gather themselves like this and run this program, a slave, what will you do? You start going to the nearest police station to make sure that the person is being tracked and being killed. Anyway, I'm not going to further this. Please make sure you like the video and tell me what you think about this effort and what is your opinion about it. I hope to hear from you. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye for now.